Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Yaa Yaa video. So this is my salon approved wash and go routine I got from my hairstylist. Don't know if you guys know, but I actually got my hair cut, well, trimmed quite heavily a few months ago now, and I've been getting regular trims every 3 months. I'm kind of due for my new trim this time around, but I've got a few tips from my hairstylist that I want to share with you guys. First thing I like to do is make sure my hair is drenched. Wash and goes will not thrive without adding water. You need so much water. I go in with my favorite shampoo at the moment, which is the L'Oreal Absolute Repair Molecular, and I go in and just really make sure my hair is washed. Again, I like to squelch to get that water in. I like to go in with the shampoo brush and just really get into my scalp. If you're doing a wash and go or you've done one just before this, you know you've probably got a lot of build up. You're going to want to get rid of that. So I really go in and I shampoo that. I rinse the shampoo out, and I also like to detangle or just separate my hair. The shampoo kind of works for that because it doesn't leave my hair dry. And I go in and I do the exact same thing again. Make sure you guys are working on a nice clean base. Whenever you're washing your hair, do a double cleanse and get that water in. My next thing I like to say, with the water, I like to make sure my hair is detangled. You want to do that from the root all the way to the tip. I'm using my tangle teaser and I like to run my hair with water and then brush with that. I then go in with the Absolute Repair Molecular Serum with the conditioner from Shea Moisture. I just grabbed any conditioner that I had, and I like to go in and just separate my hair and put that water throughout. Like, you see how I'm squelching? I like to make sure that water is in there, then I plait it and pop it away. I go in and do the same thing throughout my whole head. You guys want to make sure, this is really important when you're washing your hair. Shampoo it really well. Get that water in. You kind of want your hair to like reduce in size by 2 when your hair is wet, because that's how you know your hair is really absorbing that moisture, and you're going to want to detangle and put that away. So now my hair is done. Again, I am rinsing, making sure the hair is thoroughly detangled and thoroughly soaked with water. And then I go and get my favorite, you guys know, my Camille Rose. It's basically empty. I don't even know how I got any for this video, but I like to separate my hair and then grab the Jello shot. Now this is what I've been using. This is what my hairdresser recommended. It's what she used on me the first time round, and it is a game changer. It leaves my hair so shiny, and my curls are so defined. So I go in and I like to make sure I'm raking my hair, getting the curls all nice and cute, but it's expensive. So I went to my hairdresser and I asked her, listen, like, I keep buying this and I want it to last. What is it that I can use? So she told me to grab the Uncle Funky's gel. So I had the Uncle Funky's gel for a while, hated it, used it for the first time and dropped it to the side. But she told me to try this combo and I love it. I'll be so honest. My hair feels really nice and moisturized, and the slip that the Uncle Funky's gives is a really good balance for the Jello shot. And then I like to go in and make sure I'm separating each curl. It's so important to get that separation so your curls can clump really nicely, and you don't end up having that like one huge clump. That's just not cute. But guys, look at that definition. Oh, I'm obsessed. I then go in and carry on, again separating. You want to make sure the product is in that hair. You want to go from the roots to the tip. Like, start from the top of your hair and go right down to the end and then separate. You want to feel the product saturated in the hair really well, and make sure you get those ends. Do not leave the ends. We don't want fluffy ends and we don't want fluffy roots. I'd also love to add that you should try to be as generous as you can with the amount of product that you're using. If you find that you don't have a lot of product left or you don't want to use as much, just make sure that hair is drenched in water. Have that water saturated, and you want to make sure you're getting it from your roots. This process is actually the quickest, but one of the most important. So make sure you're taking care when you're doing it. I go in and then add the second gel, which is the Uncle Funky's Daughter, and this helps with more slip. You're actually able to get a lot more products in there, and just look at that. You can already see the definition forming, and this is exactly how you want your curls to look before you go to the drying phase. So I go ahead and I do that, pop that away, and make sure I do the second section exactly the same way I would. Saturate with water to start with. Every product works better when your hair is saturated. So then go with my leave-in conditioner, which is the Camille Rose, the Jello shot. I'm super heavy-handed, so that's exactly why this thing is running out so quickly. But you don't need to use as much as I did, if I'm very honest. I ended up putting some of that to the side, and then I go in with the Uncle Funky's Daughter and put that all throughout my hair. Here's how it looks when the whole head is done. I want to make sure I get those roots and those edges, and straight away you guys can already see that my hair is completely saturated. Make sure I'm not missing out. Distributing the products really, really well throughout my hair. And now it's time for diffusing. So I'm using my favorite Shark dryer. You guys know that I had the Dyson Supersonic to begin with. I do have the Shark now. I much prefer it. The diffuser bowl itself actually extends. And I start my diffusing process with the heat on level 2 and the speed on level 2. So the aim of the game is to really just play around and find what shape, what sort of vibe best works for you. If you want more of a rounded look, go with more volume. If you want a flatter, elongated look, then kind of press down a little bit more. Here I am, you can just see I'm starting from the bottom. I like to pop my hand on one side and then hold the diffuser on the other side to kind of make sure my hair stays quite long. And when I get to the roots, I like to then zhuzh it up. Like, I want volume. Volume is my thing. I want my hair to have a lot of volume. So I like to push my hair up so that it dries in the way that I want it to sit. So this kind of, when it gets to the root, I'm pushing it up. And then I'm holding my hair taut, sort of in between the diffuser bowl and my hand, to give myself an elongated look when it's drying. Here I'm showing you guys how I don't like to do it. So if you've got heat damage or your hair is slightly looser in terms of curls, you're going to want to cup your curls into the bowl like that so that you can get a bit more definition. But as you can see, I prefer to hold my hands taut against the diffuser and then pull down. And then when I get to my roots, I'm going up into my edges and I'm creating that volume. I want that volume over there. If you don't want volume, you can go ahead and then just place the diffuser straight onto the hair like this and your hair will dry flatter. But I love a bit of volume, so that's a bit of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and then just zhuzh that up and sort of dry my hair, as I said, in the direction that I want it to sit. So I completely forgot my heat protectant, but I'm not going to pretend. I stopped that as soon as I remembered and went straight away and sprayed my hair. I'm using the Redken anti-snap. It's what I use when I straighten my hair. It's what I use whenever I use heat. And I'm going to go and carry on with diffusing my hair, really, really getting that volume. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this process was taking forever. Like, it was taking so long. And I realized I think I put the speed on too low. I always do my speed at 3. Don't know why I did it at 2. So I completely switched that up and the process went quickly. I swear, the last section I dried my hair in about 3 minutes. Again, flipping my hair back and forth. My hairdresser said this is the best thing to do. If you guys don't know her name's Andre Marie. She's here on YouTube and she's on TikTok and Instagram. And I'm just moving my hair around. She recommends this to give your hair that extra movement that you need so that when it's dry, it still has that movement and that bounce that we all love. And voila, we are back. Here I'm just showing you guys my multiple textures. The front of my hair is so much looser than the back. The back has a lot more of spring to it and the front is sort of zigzaggy. I already love the routine with just the jello shot and I love it even more with the Uncle Funky's daughter. It just adds that definition. It adds that hydration back into the hair because the jello shot on its own can be quite drying. But just look at those results. How gorgeous do they look? Again, I'm a wash and go girly through and through. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Yaa Yaa video today and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!